Okay, I think we are live everywhere now. Let me double check, make sure we're going good on. Yep, everything's going good. Woo-hoo. Have you been able to check yours yet, Wavo? Make sure you're going.
Yep, I'm good on my end.
All right, awesome. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Got to spend time with your loved ones. If not, I hope you were able to spend time with your loved ones virtually here online. Because Dimcock did did a show, as did Tony. Uh, for all of those that couldn't be in person, still got to be able to spend some time with your online families. We're here to mostly just have a good time and shoot the shit, chew the fat, just have a good time talking about how Thanksgiving went for everybody. Talk about Thanksgiving meals, of course. That's always going to be a biggie whenever it comes to talking about food. And unfortunately, we do have a couple of serious little topics that we'll be touching on. Um, Everyone knows about the shooting that happened in D.C. And the fact that we've lost an American hero that should not have been lost. We will be hopefully having a lot more fun today uh, talking about things. Let's go ahead and have the panel sound off. So, all on you now, Wavo. Let people know you're here.
Oh, they know I'm here. They can hear me. They know I exist.
Yeah. Now it's
They
up to
can hear
Kate.
me. Yep.
Tell everybody hello, Casey.
Well, hello everyone, or should I say, hello fiends. Um, it's your old pal, Casey from Casey's Creepy Creations. Great to be here. I did manage to dig up a pretty good Thanksgiving. Um, I won't tell you. You know, you think day old turkey is good. You think day old turkey is good. Try about 200-year-old pilgrim.
Ooh. Now, uh, crazies, let everybody know you're there.
Yeah. Happy after Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hopefully,
Hope everybody's over the hangover.
hopefully, Alice is also going to be joining us in a few minutes. So yeah, uh, just letting everybody know that we do have a panel for the fireside chat today, and we're going to have some fun. First up, hey Tony. Tony is in the chat. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Tony.
Hello.
Hey, bud.
Hey,
Hey.
anytime you want it, there is a seat by the fire for you.
Yep.
Just like for anybody that wants to, just drop us a line and we'll shoot you over a link. Today, like I said, we're just going to be doing some simple chewing the fat, talking a little bit about our Thanksgiving, how well it went, especially when it comes to the cooking, sharing some recipes. Uh, because my family, we take Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas meals really seriously. And this Thanksgiving, we decided to share the cooking across all three houses. So I cooked the lamb. My little sister did the turkey, and my baby sister did the ham. And then each of us had a set of sides that we did as well. Me, I did mashed potatoes, which my version of mashed potatoes, I use sour cream, Caesar salad dressing, and bacon bits. And sometimes I'll even sprinkle in various different types of cheeses into the mashed potatoes. Then I also do mashed sweet potatoes, which I make with honey, cinnamon, and crushed walnuts and pecans. And then I did steamed vegetables to go with it. And it turned out really good. And I came up with a really good way of making the corn this year, which was a can of creamed corn and 2 cans of sweet corn, and it turned out magnificent. I didn't even have to add extra honey to the corn to taste good. So yeah, it was awesome. And my baby sister, she made my mom's scallop potatoes recipe. She also did mac and cheese. My little sister did the green bean casserole, and I sent over, and she made the dressing. So we had a really good haul this year. That's why I referred to it as the post Thanksgiving feast tummy expanded extravaganza of post coma in the description, because yeah, we're still in that post. Oh my God, I ate too much, because we all ate like hobbits, and I'm hoping you guys got to do the same thing. So how
Some
did
of
y'all
us, some
go?
of us eat like hobbits. Others eat like Saiyans.
So how did y'all's Thanksgivings go? Tell us about your Thanksgiving meal, Wavo.
Well, every year on Thanksgiving, my grandparents and I go to the clubhouse at the mobile home park where we used to live,
Mhm.
where we still have friends there, and we're always welcome there. And we have a big potluck there. This year, because a lot of the people who've been coming there for years and years have been dropping like flies, we
Yeah.
didn't have as big a turnout, but it was still good. Though my mind was kind of distracted by other things, but I still got to enjoy some food.
Cool. What about you, Casey? What did you guys get to do for Thanksgiving?
Well, I have kind of an unusual Thanksgiving and family structure down here in Carbondale.
Hmm.
Basically, I ate Thanksgiving about 8 o'clock last night, and let me see, what was it? It was ham. It was mac and cheese, and the ham was great. Uh, Ham, mac and cheese, corn. I'm trying to think. There was one other side dish, um, and this morning, uh, the lady that takes care of me in the morning brought me a plate, and I was really happy about that because the only thing that they didn't have on the Thanksgiving plate in the evening was turkey, and I love
Hmm.
fresh turkey.
Oh yeah.
So I got this morning. I got more mac and cheese, turkey, a very interesting Creole rice dish,
Hmm.
some banana pudding. I'm trying to think. Um, I'm 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 losing the exact what it was, but it was all very very good. The ladies take really good care of me, so I don't have a complaint.
Don't brag about your harem, man. Come on.
Well, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go quite as far to call them a harem because none of one have anything to do with me outside of business. So, uh,
So
uh,
you're in the same boat Harvey's in, huh?
no, because the problem with Harvey is that Harvey puts himself in that boat, and then he wonders why it is that he can never keep a girlfriend. He keeps
Yeah, that's
impreg
true. Yeah.
he keeps impregnating them, and you don't
And
want
then he runs.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
Oh,
not much he can do.
oh yeah. What about you, Crazy? What did you and Alice get to do for Thanksgiving?
Well, we weren't going to do much. We were going to kind of skip the turkey and all and just either get like a sliced turkey off the deli, thick cut, and do that. But she ended up picking up a like 6 to 8 pound turkey breast
Mhm.
and stuck it in the air fryer for about an hour. And it wasn't quite there. Then I kicked it over to the oven for another half an hour and it came out perfect. And then we kept it small. We just had some stuffing. She made herself some hash brown casserole and cranberry sauce. So we kind of kept it small between the both of us.
Now, I kind of wish you guys would have. If I had known that, I would have invited you guys to come off the mountain, come down here, shoot. Because we had it ready by 3, and so which of course Thanksgiving for us means you eat, then 3 hours later you eat again. 3 hours later you eat again, and then 3 hours later you eat again. Like I said, we ate like hobbits, and my nephew, when he showed up around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, he's like, more food. And, oh yeah, it was great. But yeah, hey Marcelo. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. Thanksgiving to me is one of those times where the family comes together and we actually spend the time either eating, because what we used to do is we would have a big meal, and then after the big meal we would then go into the living room and watch something together. And we've not been able to do that for a few years now. So instead, we get together, share the food, and then off we go doing whatever it is that we got to go do. For Laura Jane and her family, they had to go to my brother-in-law's parents' house, and I was like, wow, because my brother-in-law's got 2 brothers that live in this area, but it seems like it's my brother-in-law and my little sister always doing everything for his parents right now. So that's my frustration at the moment. So yeah, but yeah, Thanksgiving is one of those fun things. Because I know a lot of people, they'll go and watch the football games and stuff like that on Thanksgiving. I wanted to go see the movies, but I couldn't find nobody to take me to the movies. Sadly, and there's a I want to go see Zootopia too, but I can't find nobody to take me, man. It really sucks being a cripple. What about you guys? What you guys got any plans for the weekend?
My typical Saturday consists of going over to grandma's to help her out, then church on Sunday. My grandparents are going out on Wednesday, December 3rd. They're going out for a week for a cruise. So,
oh, sweet. So, how many strippers and hookers are showing up at your place while they're out?
None. I'm not that kind of person.
Come on, you're supposed to joke about it, man. Come on. I have friends at church I'd have to answer to if I pulled that kind of stunt. No, what you do is say, well, since y'all are going to be gone, I'm going to do this. And then everybody looks at you and go, and do that whole gasping thing. Say, I'm just kidding, man.
How would I pay him? I pay him? That's a big question.
Yes, that's the whole joke.
Oh man! And here I was going to loan you my little black book.
Hey, you can always call Harvey, and he'll send over some hookers for you.
Oh, I bet. Get the invisible robes and all.
Yeah, yep. Dude, you don't want to do that because you know where those women have been.
Oh yeah,
Harvey, man. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't like secondhand hand me down. I don't do sloppy seconds.
Yep.
Understood.
Or thirds or fourths or fifths, or in the cases of some other women I've dated, 845ths.
Yeah. It's not fun, man. Not fun at all.
Yep.
What about you
I
guys?
don't want to tap that thing. I don't know where it's been.
But yeah, Thanksgiving to me was a good Thanksgiving. You know, the only bad thing about Thanksgiving was how exhausted I was after the marathon of cooking. Because I still haven't fully recovered yet. My whew, whenever you spend a lot of time running back and forth trying to make sure all the meals are going good, it's a pain in the butt, man. And but the lamb turned out great. The turkey turned out great. The ham turned out great. All the sides turned out really great. Uh, so yeah, we had a pretty good time. Like I was telling everybody, you know, I wished all of y'all could have come for the meal because that type of a fellowship is something that I miss. I miss having a big fellowship, and I like cooking for the people I care about. That's my love language is cooking for people.
Mm.
And
our big one's going to be Christmas this year, so that's why we went small for Thanksgiving.
yeah, well, like I said, my family we've always done big. Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Those are the three biggies that we do, and we go all out because for us that's the family get together times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just hoping that when Christmas rolls up, that we're going to be able to be able to duplicate what we did this time when it comes to the food prep because it rolled really good. Food prep went so good. Both of my sisters and I all agreed that by doing it this way, it made it easy enough that we all could do it, and not one person was stressed out of their gourd like it was last year. Because I was the one that cooked everything last year, and oh boy, was I swamped last year. I don't remember if we were talking back then about just how I was out for a week afterwards after last Christmas. Oh God, that I was hard in so much pain last year, and I'm glad I'm not in that kind of pain this year. Woo-hoo. Oh, but yep. Uh, since everybody had a good Thanksgiving, let's see what else should we talk. Oh yes, let's talk about the Subnautica thing that we touched on last time.
Yeah, there's so there is something brewing, and I did finally manage to look through all 6 articles, and they all basically say the same thing. I say 6 because there's the 5 from last time, and there was 1 extra that came out afterwards. Basically, what it boils down to, the Crafton CEO confessed to what's the word I'm looking for? The Crafton CEO confessed to consulting ChatGPT for how to get out or how to avoid having to pay the unknown worlds the $250 million that they had promised. And ChatGPT basically said, "Nah, man, you're screwed. You're up a creek. You're up this creek without a paddle." And the CEO then deleted the records deleted the records to avoid or due to confidentiality concerns, apparently. And Crafton, the company Crafton denied beforehand. The company denied it beforehand, and then the CEO later came out and said, "Yeah, under oath, he said, yeah, it happened. I did consult Chat GPT." He said,
Well, at least he was honest. You know,
"Yeah,
that's one of those things that a lot of times these people, even after you catch them red-handed, I literally you've got them right there, and it's right there in their hands, and it's like, I ain't doing that. It's like the little kid that's literally stuck in the cookie jar saying, I didn't take no cookies. I didn't try to take no cookies. Because that's usually how they are.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I got to give the dude credit,
Well, let's face it. I mean, there was no way he could wiggle out of it anyway. I mean, even if he had said no, there's no way that he could have,
Yeah. My whole thing was when it first came out, it's like, okay, let me get this straight. They promised a bonus to this company if they could get this game that everybody's been looking forward to out early. They'd give them a really kick-ass bonus for it. And then the company is able to do it. They like, nope, it's not ready to go out. And then they fire people to keep them from having to pay that big bonus that they promised.
Yep.
And I mean, they could have easily gotten past that by saying that things changed and now we can't afford to give you the bonus. Because that does fall. That is a legal defense. The situation changed and we didn't have the money to give it to them. Yeah, you get fined for it, but it doesn't cause the negative feedback that they've been getting because of this bullshit.
Yep.
And but then again, it's that whole accountability problem that so many people of today's generation just does not like being held accountable for the stuff they say or they do. And that's why I've been looking at this stuff and like with the Nintendo stuff. I mean, oh boy. I mean, Jesus. You guys some people need to get, some of y'all really needed to have parents that utilize this thing called a belt.
Well, not even a belt. Get an old-fashioned Switch. Those hurt more.
Oh yeah. So there are times from my childhood, the phrase "go get me a hickory switch,"
and it better be a good one.
Is to me that's. Can we get this registered as a war crime? Go get this switch so I can bust your butt with it. I'm like going, that's bad, man. That's bad.
Well,
go get the switch I'm going to use to bust your butt. There better be a good one too, because if you go get one of those little tiny ones that's not going to work, ain't happening. So you go and you think, oh, I'll get this little thin one. It's not going to hurt. Oh, but those are the ones that hurt the most. I tried one time. I got one that was about the size of my pinky, thickness of my pinky finger, thinking, okay, if the little tiny ones hurt worse, maybe this one won't hurt as bad. Handed it to my mom. She just looked at it, shook her head, going, nope, ain't happening. And went and got and she went and got one that she liked better. So yeah. that's a no good.
Well,
yes. Such a humdrum conversation we're having here today, ladies and gentlemen. I figured I'd come on with a little bit of that old world class and style and bring some entertainment to this otherwise droll event, as it were.
Oh, we're just getting the shit, brother. Though, all things considering, I have a feeling that you know a thing or two about getting a hickory switch on your butt.
Pardon? Could you repeat that for the class?
You've had a hickory switch introduced to thy backside, have you not, Alice?
No king shame, but no king same.
Yeah. Discipline is something that is lost in today's world. Yep. Discipline is considered abuse, where even when I was growing up, discipline was important for our upbringing.
Yep.
We did something bad, we got punished for it. We never did that again.
Yeah. And unfortunately they don't accountability is no longer part of the day. Like word of the day, they removed it. But how have you been, Alatar?
Well, I just got through recording a wonderful cover that I hope to be broadcasting on Radio 616 very, very soon. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be prudent if I came and crashed the party here and brought a little bit of some entertainment value, as it were, an otherwise humdrum conversation. So here I are, as they were.
I would much rather hang out with the radio demon than a certain TV-headed fugitive.
Oh, you know what? If that's the case, why don't I go ahead and give him a quick call, shall we?
Oh goody.
Okay,
this will be fun.
I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Odds are he probably ain't going to pick up.
Your call is very important to us. So please let us
is he putting me on voicemail?
For the social media department, please press 1. For client relations, please press 2. For scheduling inquiries, please press 3. If none of these options match your reason for calling today, hang up. Hello, valued customers. We at FoxTech value each and every one of your concerns when it comes to the scheduling of our programs. So, at your earliest convenience, please feel free to come to V-Tower, and an intern can listen to your complaints in person. FoxTech is not liable for anything that may happen to your personnel while inside V-Tower. FoxTech, trust us with your schedule.
Well,
Fox, I'm hanging out with a few friends over here that would love to have your presence. Call me back. Kisses.
Well, as Marcelo Lopez Jr. is apt to say,
this is what you came back for, yes, Marcelo Lopez, because at the end of the day, entertainment is my business.
well, Marcelo also said,
Nothing like entertaining these people. Is it wrong of me to consider that I should go out of my way to entertain these people? We have a chat. We have a chat full of 3 individuals watching. We have a panel of 5. I'm sure that most of the individuals in the chat are also doing double duty. That's absolutely unacceptable. We need to bring a little production quality here, ladies and gentlemen, and that is why old Dad has elected to spare some of his time.
Sweet. But yes, we are having a good old time today. We got to talk about Thanksgiving. We got to talk about with the Switch. What else can you bring us to the table today, Alistair?
Well, what did I do for Thanksgiving? Well, there was this one particularly insubordinate individual that decided that they didn't like to prepare my gravy the way that I preferred to it. So he became the ham, as it were. But, well, I mean, you got to make the best of what you got. I mean...
Hey, Alistair, I have to know.
Yes.
Who actually glazed the ham?
Would you really want to know?
Not really,
This
but
is-
I thought...
This is Casey asking.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Alistair,
Yes. The magician's
Alistair.
secret.
You
Mm-mm.
can't kill someone that's already dead.
Uh,
I mean, he's got you there.
Well, the cool thing about being in hell is you could die over and over and over again. It's
Well,
wonderful.
That's why they call it having a hot time.
The more you know.
yeah.
Absolutely. See, now this is a lot more fun. Bring a little comedy to the conversation. What can I say? I'm a natural, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully it'll bring you some viewers.
Oh, yeah.
You're dreadfully lacking them.
Even if it doesn't bring in viewers, we have entertainment, and who better to liven up the crew than my favorite radio demon?
At the end of the day, entertaining a small dive is all well and good, but we want to see bigger and better for any and all associates of our channel. Except no substitutes and spare no expense.
One day we will see a bigger audience. I have no doubt of that.
Yeah,
To that we are in concordance.
Well, one of the things also that we were going to talk about tonight, after we talked about the Thanksgiving feast that we and Thanksgiving stuff that we got to do, we touched on a little bit about Subnautica. What was the last thing that we talked about when it came to Roblox? Oh, yes, they got forced into actually doing the right thing.
Yep. So they've here recently they've actually started making a lot of updates to their chat logs, which people have actually started finding ways around, believe it or not.
Yeah, and
So rather than simply uploading screenshots or allowing the webcam to scan their face, they've just simply started using a crude version of Morse code to chat to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. What was it that was going on in the UK where they basically had to? They were using bobbleheads of Keir Stormer to get online to be able to go to the sites that they were like, you've got to prove that you're an adult to go to.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was totally wild. They said, yeah, I had to let my face be scanned so I could go to this website, and this is what I used to do the scan. And they showed a bobblehead of, I think it was Keir Stormer, their prime minister, and it was so flipping hilarious.
Sounds like we got more people to find for Alistair to enjoy.
Well, at the end of the day, I suppose we should probably go ahead and speak in the encrypted languages of yore.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're not done. And G, there we go. Yes, thanks for coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, considering the fact how old Alistair is, he does remember using Morse code for sexting back in the day. So there is that.
Oh dear, I remember. You got to understand. Now you're treading very unlikely. So you might want to be very careful where you go with that particular word. Things might not be ideal for you.
Well, we have to remember as well, Alistair is canonically asexual.
True.
I am, as they say, happily married to my career.
Zachary is in the house.
Oh, Zachary, when are you going to learn? Listen, I'm far more entertaining than my employee. He does logistical work. I'm simply tired of seeing this show covering such wonderful topics and only getting a handful of listeners. I'm here to rectify that out of the kindness of my black little heart.
Aww.
That's sweet. But one of the things I did want to ask, Casey, you've been doing these really good horror stories over there on Casey's Creepy Creations. What is it that you're using to get the story told? Are you using an AI program to read the story, or are you using a voice changer?
The AI program I use comes with a cloning feature, and the problem with most modern cloners is that basically the voice sample will begin to degrade over time. So you keep having to go back and keep redoing it, kind of like doing a touch up on your hair or something. And to be honest with you, the biggest problem I have now is just being able to afford to keep the program actually running. So I'm going to work on a whole myriad of options, including the help of my good friend, the Radio Demon, for whom I have nothing but respect.
So,
You You need a professional orator, not some silly little computer to read your horror stories. So we are definitely going to rectify that issue. Not only will it save you money, but it will provide you better production quality or your money back. See what I did there?
Well, I'll tell you what, Alistair, because I'm not paying you. I do appreciate the guarantee, but I understand. But I seriously, though, if I can take a moment, Alistair, I really would like to offer my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude.
Anything for you, my good man. You're the one that's helping my particular production because of the individual in my employ keep afloat. And it's the least that we can do.
Well, yeah, well, you have to understand, I am rather fond of the person who is in your, is, as you put it, in your employee. And I don't want to see anything untoward happen to him financially if I can avoid it. And I'm hoping that maybe we can work together so that I can get to a point that I know that doesn't ever happen.
That is the idea, my good fellow. We hope to get you at 200 subscribers by the end of this year, and hopefully 1,200 by the end of next year.
Well,
Everybody that I am currently investing my time in today, I want to see soared. We are the next generation. This prior individual generation that was born out of the Cool era will eventually retire. Shoes need to be filled, positions need to be allocated, and our destinies need to be realized. So you all need to stop thinking so small about yourselves and start taking the plunge and learn a few more entertainment trades, ply your channels, and become the next big thing. That is what I am here to enforce.
Cool.
well, you are right.
And with somebody like you to guide us and show us the way, I have no doubt we'll succeed.
I have over a century's worth of experience in entertainment.
Oh, that reminds me, speaking of entertainment, we just lost Richard. There he is. Speaking of entertainment, I have a breaking news story for Nintendo.
Oh,
You know, Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Absolutely. I was always a Sega fan.
Yeah, I wish they'd bring out another system because my favorite was always the Genesis I had when I was a kid, and I went out and bought other of its children, shall we say?
Yeah. Although, of course, the Sega Dreamcast was a good console to go out on, but
Yeah,
Of
but
course.
I was rather disappointed because I enjoyed it, but I wish that it had a bigger library.
yeah. But
Mhm.
recent news from Nintendo. Pokemon Unite, which is one of Pokemon's more profitable platforms, is being shut down in several regions.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And get this coming just before a massive update. Like the update is coming out, but it's not going to be pushed in those regions where it's being shut down.
Did they say why they're shutting regions down?
This is breaking. I still have to look into it, but from what I understand, on mobile alone, Pokemon Unite brought in $83 million, and the Nintendo Switch version has pushed past $100 million. So this is becoming very controversial.
Oh, yes, very controversial. Sir, very controversial indeed.
And a lot of people I'm seeing here are saying that don't kill games or the stop killing games movement was right all along.
Could you perchance make our entertainment bubbles just a wee bit larger so that we may gaze on the cat?
All right, hold on. There we
You
go.
can't show off the cat without, with such a small window.
Oh,
Yep.
what a pretty kitty.
This is the official mascot of our Fireside chat, ladies and gentlemen. Gaze upon into his eyes, and so that he can control your mind.
The triangles and whiskers.
Aw.
And now that we have you under our control, you must do the following. You must like, you must share, and you must subscribe. Do it now, or I will find you. Then I will take your cat if you have one, and make it my cat. And then you will be without a cat, and it will be very bad for you. You will cry yourself to sleep, and I will become the new cat lord.
Would it be safe to assume, Alistair, that if that did happen, it would be something of a catastrophe for the cat's prior owner?
Well, just like a good bowl of litter, you can bury the evidence in all sorts of ways.
Oh yeah.
So true. So true. And if you're lucky, you'll get away with it by a whisker.
Well, there's more than 1,000 ways to steal a cat.
Cats are one of the most amazing things on this planet. That I really enjoy them. There are days when I prefer their company to human company.
Yep.
Actually,
It gets aggravating whenever they decide they want human food. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about it is whenever they get the idea of I want human food, they'll even go after human food that they won't eat, like macaroni.
But they
and
need
cheese.
to understand the food chain. If they want human food, then they themselves must no longer be in the same bracket as, human food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Alistair, I will say, if you and Casey need an extra hand, I know someone who knows 1,234,567,890 ways to unalive or torture a person.
In Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take
about
that
this
route.
Minecraft thing. That I've never got to play the game.
I don't really think you're missing all that much from what I can tell.
Minecraft, the survival mode is pretty fun, but obviously you want to use Minecraft as a virtual Lego set. I've seen some incredible creations made in creative mode. Very beautiful creations. One-on-one scale models of like Congress, and the Eiffel Tower, an Imperial Star Destroyer, and a few other things that I've seen throughout. I think somebody actually went above and beyond and did the entire city skyline down to the last street light of downtown Chicago. A lot of people have a lot of free time on their hands. I swear, I wish I had that much free time. Damn.
I once saw a server that was a life-size map of the entire United States.
What the absolute shit stain.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild, man. That is wild.
There's a lot of really creative people with a lot of time on their hands.
Oh, I bet. I believe it.
See, that's the one thing that's why I love the builder games, is it gives creative people an outlet. And I think everybody deep down can be creative, that they can create. That's one of the things that we as humans were born to do. Everybody has that spark in them to create something, be it cooking, building something, planting vegetables or roses, taking photography. Creativity comes in all shapes and sizes, And it's just a desire to make something more and be more that resides in all of us. And for some, the creativeness is to sing. Some for is to dance or to act. It's 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 what makes us human.
I'll have you know that I don't act a fool for any reasons. I'm yours truly. Now, the singing and dancing part, I definitely do.
Oh yeah, you're good at it. I love the singing and I love the dance.
Well, they say that everybody has at least one story or something in them that they can share with the world. I just wish more people would. The world
Mhm.
will be a better place because of
Now,
it.
but see, that's the unfortunate reality that a lot of these people accept as individuals that are talented are put into positions to where their creative sparks are, for lack of a better word, snuffed out. I
Yep.
mean, look at the economic strain that is happening on the working class. Look at the gap between the 1% and the 99. Look at the bell curve of our general economic struggle. People have no choice but to be insignificant cogs in the machine. And I consider myself quite blessed that I am one of the few that was able to, with the assistance of a lot of the individuals that I've met here online, that has escaped that tomfuckery, as it were. And I hope that I continue to stay out of the veritable economic prison sentence of that, as many people would say, quote unquote, reality. So, and let this be a clarion call to all creatives that you can do it too. It will be difficult at first, and you might want to get used to that good old-fashioned ramen diet just like in college. But I assure you that the end results will always result in things that are, well, let's just say a lot more entertaining for you than that humdrum day-to-day being a literal fucking nobody. But I digress.
Give me
Alistair,
1 second, guys. I gotta deal with a fuzzball trying to be a little butt. You gotta be a good boy. There we go.
Alistair, while you're at it, check yourself in my chat. By the way, I provided you with a little gift in my stream chat.
In your stream chat. Oh, are you simulcasting?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we are simulcasting to. I'm
That is a
simulcasting to
detriment.
Rumble.
We'll have to discuss what simulcasting does to the both creators involved, but that'll be at a later time. Let's go to the other side of the stream here. It's better to coalesce on one channel or the other. Don't ever split your viewers because nobody is going to be watching the same stream, especially on two different devices.
Okay.
Does that make sense? It's a detriment to your channel.
We didn't know that.
Well, see, that is the reason why we need to have conversations like this.
Cool. Well, one of the things that I think causes a lot of people to stop being creative is too many people allow themselves to be discouraged from doing it because they get told, "Oh, drawing like that is childish. You need to put it to the side," or "You singing like that's childish. You need to put it to the side," or "Oh, writing stories like that's childish. You need to put it to the side." The creative spark for so many people has been extinguished because, oh, that's just being a child. You need to let it go. You need to push it aside. You need to be more of an adult. Completely ignoring the fact we all need to keep a little bit of that kid inside of us alive. That's why I still have toys. I still play with them sometimes. That's why I have my cats that I can play with. And one of them right now is wanting to be a lovey-dovey while still being a little butt. But we have gotten into the whole rat race way too much, where people I want this, I want that, and to get this and to get that, you work yourself into an early grave and not get to enjoy it. That's the problem. So many people today are competing with their neighbors. They're not looking at what they're conflating wants with needs. You know, once you
Well,
get,
that's what you get when you live in a society where you're taught that everything you want, you should get immediately.
yes, instant gratification. That's been a big problem with our society for a while now, and it's also one of the reasons why whenever they have a difficulty show up in their life, they completely lose it. They don't realize you've got to work past those difficulties. And by working past the difficulties, by building on it, by working towards a goal, when you achieve your goal, it matters more. It means more to you.
Well, again, I have to provide the counter, not really a counter argument, but just the opposite side of the coin in perspective. The world is always going to need another plumber. The world is always going to need another electrician. The world's always going to need another soldier. It's the few that become entertainers that is being suppressed the most. Anybody can learn a trade and be relatively satisfied with the income that their trade provides them. But this also creates an overbearing pressure that is hindering the creativity of this generation. So you have the instant gratification of entertainment from other individuals that are already at the position as entertainers. And then for everyone else, congratulations, get me my fucking coffee. You are not going to be anybody of any noteworthy station. You best learn to accept it. That is the reason why there is this big gap. And that is one of the reasons why we need to destroy the glass ceiling that was created by this big gap and start fresh and new with a new branch of creators that will be able to be financially independent, but also be in a position that many people are abusing and are unappreciative of. Look at all these entertainers that are literally purporting our economic destruction.
Yes.
Because they're getting paid to. But everybody idolizes them and worships them, and they're like, oh, well, they're so talented, even though they're phoning in the goddamn lines. It's absolutely sickening.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I think a lot of it has to do with, honestly, most of the people you're talking about are the only people that are around. They're the only ones that are actually being given airtime. So if you want to do it, you got to go in there and do it yourself because nobody else is going to help you.
Well, when I was in the Navy, one of the things that I discovered was the fact that there are a lot of talented people out there. Be they sing.
Exactly my point. But they have to consign to I better settle.
Yes, and that's the problem. I mean, back in the day, a lot of people thought it was a trope. You know, in the old Western movies where you'd see the cowboys sitting there, one of them would have a guitar playing guitar, and they'd be singing while they were doing stuff. That's how it used to be. You used to have local entertainment was the people that in your community that would entertain you by singing songs. They would read books to you.
There was a time when people would be doing that for the dream of an agent noticing them. I mean, that's how Elvis got his career. He was literally fucking noticed. He was doing a local dive somewhere, and somebody who was working for an agency said, "You, my good man, you are going to be the king of rock and roll. I see it right now." And that stopped. That has literally stopped. There's no such thing as free agents going to the local dives anymore. Quite frankly, there's no such thing as a local dive anymore.
Well, we haven't had. Okay, the 1960s and the 1980s had so many one-hit wonders because of that very thing. You had free agents going out there looking for talent, looking for the songs, looking for these people that had that spark, and then they let it out and it got out there. We haven't seen stuff like that since the 80s. And like you said, there is a glass ceiling that has been put out there that needs to be broken. And the only way we're going to break it is what we're doing here on YouTube and Rumble. what was the other two that people keep telling me about?
Kick and Twitch.
Yes. These things is what's getting people with their talent to share it with other people. It's like with Deviant Art, people sharing their artwork there.
Oh, but DeviantArt has become a cesspool of scum and villainy, much like Tumblr.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Wait,
True.
Tumblr still exists?
Yes,
Yeah,
it does. And my God, if the city sewer could be any more clean.
Yeah. You also have Instagram that's also out there that's the same way. But like, don't get us started about Reddit. Reddit's terrifying.
Oh, the front page of the internet, all with the shit and piss proviso.
Oh yeah, but there's so many places that people who are creative are sharing their creations, and they have a lot of. They do have popularity on those platforms. The problem is boiling down to the same three companies that pretty much own all of the entertainment industry. And I know that they've been talking about the fact that Warner Brothers is back on the market again, and there's the Saudi Arabian government is talking about wanting to buy Warner Brothers, and it's actually the Saudi royal family, the company that they set up to manage the country's finances, is the one talking about wanting to buy Warner Brothers right now. And they could do it with their pocket change. That's how much money those guys got. I mean, one of them was actually offering to, what was it, double or triple the amount of money that Disney spent on Lucasfilm to buy Lucasfilm from Disney a few years ago. And he's like, hey, this is my pocket change, man. I'll buy it off of you.
Yeah.
Because he was upset with what they did to Star Wars.
The sad part is, as Alistair pointed out, creativity is being smothered, not just in the media, but all across the internet, especially here on YouTube.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, you look at the gaming side of things, which is my present side of things. Let's plays are dead. People don't do Let's Plays anymore, and if they do, they're the big people, Markiplier and PewDiePie and things like people like that. Even PewDiePie, even Jacksepticeye doesn't do Let's Plays that much anymore.
Alice says, letting the dance studio dream go may have been me settling, but I will always have the memories and have touched many lives. Very true. Come on back in, Alice, and talk about it, because this creativity is one of those things that.
See that you are one of many who has been victimized of you must be complacent. Being a nurse is aid. Oh dear heavens me, the world could always use another nurse's aid. But where is the entertainer in you now? Where is the person whose name will be recognized? The name that's supposed to be in lights. Shat upon because you were a victim of a veritable statistic curated by the oligarchs that run this planet. That has to stop.
Yep. And I want us all to be creative, because it's one of those things that exist within us, and everyone touches other people's lives. I was watching. I ended up rewatching the episode of NCIS where it was right after Ducky died, and they were discussing, in the end, we're the stories that we tell, and we are the lives we have touched that we've left behind. And it's the truth. And when you're a creator, and everybody in their own way is a creator. We touch others' lives. We hopefully, when we touch another person's life, we've improved it. We've left it better. we've made somebody smile. We've given them some happiness, or inspired them to do more. Does that make sense? Or am I?
That makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
it does.
And
The most important thing that we can leave behind when we leave this plane of existence is our legacy.
mhm. It- and
What is the legacy that we leave? What is when people look back and they see our names, they see us. What's the first thought on their mind?
Well, that depends. Is your name going to be worth the attention to make the papers?
Exactly.
That is the point. You're not going to hear a local electrician clocks in and gets job done on time. You hear local hero saves 12, or local entertainer brings in new markets and economic, satisfaction to town. You're not going to be a local fast food worker. Goes an entire day without fucking up an order. Okay? Let's
Local
just go
guys-
ahead and rip the band-aid off, people. We're done settling. We're done settling.
Alice has been working on sewing puppets today while she was.
I have. I
listening.
have.
Oh,
Okay.
Alice, my dear, I did not notice you come in. Hello.
Hello, my darling.
Did you enjoy my cover of Hellfire? I think it came out quite swell.
I did. It was smashing. It was smashing. I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
But I think legacies can be worked on.
Mhm.
You know, I feel that, you know, time will come for everybody. You know, I touched my girls' lives at the studio. There's one in particular that I taught when she was 7 and then got to dance with her at 18 and have the pictures to prove it. And she became a beautiful young woman. And then I have my patients every day that I fix and make their lives better. So, what my legacy may be, I don't know yet because there's books in my head and puppets to be sewn. But I think legacy can morph too. I think sometimes people need their name in lights, and sometimes they just need to be appreciated to leave a legacy. I think legacy means something different to everybody. You know, one day, I thought I could be that Broadway star. Crazy and I didn't spend all those years in a theater working our asses off. I had a play written. Crazy was going to do the lighting. I was particularly fond of children's theater, and we were going to take my family's legacy of Woodstock, turn it into a musical for kids, and we were going to produce it. And unfortunately, I did fall victim to certain things and was told that, I needed a real job, that creativity wasn't going to get me anywhere. And, did go into work in the OR and then went back to it and taught for a while and now back in the OR. But that doesn't mean that it still won't happen. I think, we might have not known the right people then to make things happen or the right financial state to make things happen. So,
Yep. That's something that a lot of people.
You need to have the ambition, my dear. Listen. The individual in my employ would rather go days without food than suffer saying yes, sir, or no, sir, to some motherfucker who could give a fuck less if he lived or died.
True, I
Well,
get that.
I do too, but that's also why I've stacked my deck. Yes, has corporate come into my facility, and Richard and Morievo, they know this super well. My demon love, and, Casey, maybe not so much, but yes, corporate has come in, and I don't know how to deal with it at work. And my boys are going to build their own facility, and hopefully in 14 months, I can be in a different position to where I can let the creativity flow, where I'm not as much of a slave to work. But it's
Then we
all,
will promote you. And we will promote you because, as they say, the rising tide lifts all ships. And we want to make sure that everybody is on the upward track. We need to coalesce and have a conversation, and we will properly be able to create adverts for you and promote you over the soft sale period, which we should start, as you say, 14 months. So we should start the soft sale in about 8 months. So we need to go ahead and get that started. We need a pre-production plan. You and I will be discussing that very, very soon.
Sweet.
Alice, if
yes, love.
I can just interject something.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what it's like to have corporate down your ass, but what I can tell you from my own experience is, okay, I had to go to college to get away from a very bad situation, and I wanted to study art, and I was flat out told by the people that were going to be paying for my college education that if I wanted to even take one art class, they would not pay for anything.
Oh man, you got to be kidding me.
That hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, and your I don't know what to call Tony with regard to you, Alistair, but I'm going to say your client and I have long had this conversation, and I know it is a bit of a bone of contention. But for me, it's like at this point, I've had everybody tell me what I cannot do. You know, since the day I was born.
And that is the reason, my good fellow, that you need to silence them. What? Oh, yes, quiet.
Well, I get that, but in order for me to do what I want to do at this point, I could really use another source of income because honestly, I've done the ramen thing. There were years when I moved out of the house. I've been out for 35 years, and there were weeks that I would go without food because I didn't have anything, and I couldn't even get food stamps. To this day, I am not eligible for food stamps in the state of Illinois.
Why?
Because according to the U.S. federal government, I make too much money. Yeah, I make, and I will even tell you, I made last year $22,000, and they said $22,000 was too much to get food stamps. The bad thing is, if I make any more than $24,000, they'll start cutting the benefits out from under me that even allow me to live this well and allow me to work on the channel. So what I'm telling you is, if this is going to happen, it's got to happen real fucking soon.
What happened with my mom? She was on after Dad died. She had a widow's pension, but it wasn't nowhere near enough to cover everything. And she tried to get EBT, or food stamps, and they wouldn't let. They said that she was getting too much money for food stamps. And I know when we were homeless, technically they weren't supposed to give us food stamps, but the people at social services gave us food stamps because there was nothing else that they could do for us except give us food stamps and a box of diapers and canned goods while we were homeless. And all because of the way the system has been abused. That's the only way to put it.
No, Richard, I completely agree. And, we had the same issue when we moved up to the mountain. I was, had gone back to work, left the studio, left that, gone back to work. And, we were sitting here with the two kids. I was doing part-time hours, and, they wouldn't give it to us either. And,
Yeah.
Crazy and I were just talking about how, we've lived on 99-cent hot dogs and
Mm-hmm.
mac and cheese and done Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, we made my turkey breast, but, we've had Thanksgiving where it's been $3 banquet dinners.
Yeah.
And
Did somebody mention gold? I think I got one in me. This is becoming quite morose and depressing, and I need to lift the room's spirits. What did Kermit the Frog say at Jim Henson's funeral?
Do I want to know?
Good.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad, dude.
Now see, everybody is happy. It's depressing conversations, just not good radio.
But one of the things that I've been looking into, this is supposed to be a shorter fireside, but one of the things I've been looking at that I wanted to talk to people about today, that thankfully came up with the whole creativity thing. I want us to be more creative. I want us to share these things, share what you love with other people, because it's by the sharing of our creativity, by sharing the stuff that we love, that we make the world a better place. And it frustrates me that, see, what is the term?
Well, my employer learned 3 entertainment trades, actually 4 now, since he started his YouTube journey. The first being a puppeteer, the second being a miniature set maker and designer, the third being a sound designer, and the fourth, and lastly, a VR interaction headset operator.
Mm-hmm.
You have to constantly adapt in order to maintain the status quo in this business, or you will ultimately have no choice but to settle. You need to get rid of the settled mindset, because it is pre-programmed into 99.9% of us, with the 0.1% of us not having to worry about the word settled because they're already well off.
But one of the things that I've looked at, that there's so much creativity in the world that we have seen that creativity pushed down by people who think that creativity is childish. And
touche, Richard. I love that point.
And
I have one of those in my life.
It drives me nuts when I see this, because there were times when I got told that you need to put aside using your artwork as a way of making money, even though I had good money coming in by doing pinup artwork and consignments and commissions. I illustrated several role-playing game books. I didn't have money coming in like somebody who was working a 9-to-5 job, but whenever my contracts would get done, I'd have a pretty decent chunk of money, and then I would put it to use. And when I was able to work full-time, I worked full-time, and I did my art and my creativity as my side gig. It wasn't my full-time job. After my back went out and my knees went out, and I couldn't do heavy labor no more, I started focusing more on doing my creative stuff to have steady money coming in. But I still was getting told that it was childish to think that my creativity, my artwork, was going to be able to be a career. And I had to literally tell my dad, look, Dad.
You need to tell them, so what? So what if you think it's childish? So what if you think that I'm being irresponsible by not going with the most convenient option? So what?
Well, what got my dad to stop saying that was after I went out and I did a job with him. And when we got back home and it was time to take my knee braces off, my knees had swollen to a point to where it was my mom who had to come in and take the knee braces off because I couldn't dislodge my knee braces. My mom had to come and pop them off. And my knees and legs had swollen so bad, she literally was having to pry them off. And when my dad saw that, and he realized that I wasn't able to do physical hard labor anymore because literally my body was so messed up, I just couldn't do it no more. That stopped him from saying it. Though he did try to help me find other jobs that I would be able to do to be able to support myself. And I just didn't want to, but he did at least understand why I did not want to go back and do management work where I had to deal with money, other people's money. If it was my money, I had no problem with it, but it was dealing with other people's money that caused me the most stress.
Well, having an accountant job isn't necessarily as bad as saying digging ditches, but still.
True. And that was one of the jobs that they tried to convince me to go do, was to become an accountant. And I did not. I was like, if it was my money, I'd have no problem with it. But whenever I'm messing with other people's money, the amount of stress that causes was just too much. Even the VA doctors were sitting there going, no, because they saw what had happened to me when I was being a manager of a convenience store and a grocery store and having to deal with other people's money and the amount of stress that was causing.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I have been told that I have to go, so I will just.
Oh, dear heavens, Casey, is everything okay?
It's fine. It's just the lady is coming to put me to bed because I was up most of the night last night, as your employer will tell you, Alistair. You might have even been lurking somewhere nearby.
I always have my hand on his shoulder to keep him on the straight and narrow.
Yes, Alistair, I would love to talk to you more about this at another point.
Let your caretakers know that you need to be available for Sunday because that is the Black Widow files. Sunday the 30th.
Well, the thing is, I'm already up most Sundays for Theta anyway. So you know what I'm saying. Whether I go to your employer or whether I go to Theta, I'm up on Sunday anyway. So I know where I'm going.
Before you head out, we'll go ahead and call it a night. Just go ahead and hawk your site, hawk your channel.
Shill your shit, as they say.
All right. Well, here goes the shit showing. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been once again a pleasure and a privilege to be here with you tonight. Alistair, Crazy, everybody, you guys are great. If there's any of you that want to see some of the best and most up-and-coming horror stories you will ever find anywhere on this or any other channel, I dare you to survive Casey's Creepy Creations.
Not just dare you, but double dog dare you. Wolfman's got nods kind of dare you.
Let's put it this way. Wolfman had nards until he came up and met me, and I ripped the motherfuckers straight off of him.
Oh, by the way, Casey, you picked up 2 subs since your last plug.
Oh, you don't say.
You're currently sitting at 183. Let's see if we can get you to 200.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I would love that. Thank
you.
Make
that 3 because I thought I was already subscribed, but I wasn't.
Oh wow!
Thank you. I will take it. May the gods bless you, and I guarantee you there will be more stuff coming here, even if I have to reach in and drag it out of the depths of hell itself.
Sweet.
Well, I know a few guys that can help you get at least on our side. You know, we can help you smuggle some individuals if you need it.
Thank you.
We're gonna need you to do some heavy lifting, because Lord knows that that's your job now.
Damn it, Alistair, what the hell?
All right.
Guys, thanks so much.
You've been
Really.
good, brother.
Most welcome.
Yes.
Have a good one,
Yeah.
Casey.
All right, here we go. Now it's Wavero's turn to hawk his shit.
Well, I have a lot planned for the near and distant future. How well it's going to go, who's to say? Right now, keep your eye out on my channel in the coming weeks for I'm just going to call it what it is, a half-assed pseudo-review of Ian Livingston's Death Trap Dungeon, which is something that, a game that someone in a previous Fireside chat recommended to me. And as I said not long ago, screw this game and screw the person who recommended it.
Sweet. All right. Now it is up to Alistar to.
Why did you remove me from the stage, you
Hey.
ninny? You're
I
such a
hit the
ninny.
wrong button, man. I hit the wrong button.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Are you tired of that humdrum day-to-day, same old story, different YouTube channel? Well, look no further than the Stock of Iron YouTube channel, where we provide variety, entertainment, voice acting, parody songwriting, piano performances, karaoke, and much, much more. We do also bitch about pop culture, albeit only once a week, and we'll be doing that tomorrow during the Starcast at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after Scooby Pup's podcast. Be sure to also check out our 2 bonus streams that was unlocked last night during our Thanksgiving get-together. We're going to be having a Radio 616 broadcast directly to the tubes of the U, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We will have some scary poll readings, some classic songs of the era, and chat interactions with me for at the very least 2 to 3 hours Tuesday evening. On Wednesday, over there on Rumble, we're going to be able to have our karaoke without the fear of copyright goblins. That's right. Because who cares about copyright goblins? Oh, right. YouTube. I should have known. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to steal that little eldritch tone so that my corn can be just as good as the source written in Spirit Halloween, Fake Blood, and of course bound in human skin. Once I have that corny tome in my beautiful demonic clutches, then who knows what else we might have on Stock's Thursday matinee coming up this Thursday. All of this and more, including Alf on the Colton Connection, as well as the occasional guest spot on Theta of the Grids, Sammy Three Peats, Stu Penzo's, Anti-Derivative Jills, and many, many more channels, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to stay tuned because we're literally everywhere.
Well, before you go there, Alistar, Siggy wants to say this. If we are lucky, Alistar will rectify the abomination called Vox. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Vox is currently a television mounted on Valentino's wall. He does not have a body to throw into the arguments that we are currently having.
Sweet. All right. Now it is up to Crazy and Alice to hawk your shit.
I like that we don't have any shit to hawk right now. Our best thing that we enjoy is just being here with y'all and being able to support everybody else.
Yeah, got a couple ideas coming down the pipeline soon. Once things slow down with Alice at work, and thinking about a little Star Trek Voyager time travel talk with a couple guests. And Alice has a whole nother idea dealing with Alice down the hole, which we'll be figuring out soon.
I need graphics, lots of graphics.
Are you good?
Well, I think I know a guy you could hire, but he's not going to be as pricey as you think.
Well, there's also the possibility to talk to you guys about showing off how you make your puppets.
She has
That
quite
might
a
be
few
fun.
now.
They are multiplying.
Oh, that's
Very
always good.
fast.
They're fucking like rabbits, ladies and gentlemen. We got the daily on the 8s.
See, I'm looking at 4 different bodies and 4 different heads that are just plain right now.
See? Kinky!
Not to mention the twins of Ellie Mae and the other
Millie.
Millie.
Well, that's always a good thing because, like I said, the creativity of making puppets, that's one of those things I would love to see a lot more done to show people how to do it, because it's I just find it so awesome with the way the puppeteers do it and how they make the puppets and all that. It's just so awesome to me. Zachary's got a whole bunch of his artwork he's been posting, and it's just amazing stuff. He posted on Tony's server and my server and a couple of others a mask that he made with some art supplies that his mom said, get rid of this, and everybody liked it. It was really nice. But yes, I hope everybody. Oh, there we go. I just hope that everybody had fun today. Share the things that you love with others, man. Our creativity, our
Hey, wait a minute. Are we fucking ending as I just got here?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, unfortunately. We were gonna do.
I'll meet you in hell and kick your bitch ass.
Oh, honey, you couldn't threaten me with a good time.
Don't threaten.
That's coming a lot from 6 Foot Roadkill.
Don't threaten them. Don't threaten the guy who 1v1 to TV.
Ro lost against some fucking narcissistic twat that calls himself Dick Master. I ain't scared of that.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I really love about our online family is the creativity of it. The fact that there's so many creative people here that support each other and love each other, and it has made us all stronger and better and greater than we are individually, you know. And so please, everybody, let's be the positive change that we want to see in the world. That way we, by our example, bring others together and show them that the creativity, the love, these things make us all better. It makes us stronger. It makes us more capable of being better people. This world needs a whole lot more love in it, guys and gals and everything in between. So let's go out there and be good to each other. And always remember, you're not alone. You're loved. You are loved greatly. Even you, Siggy, we love you too. Hold on. Siggy has something to say here. Are you saying we should be more like the Mirror Universe? That is what I'm hearing you saying, but with extra steps.
I mean, you can't argue with truth.
True. That's true. That's true. But like I said, boys and girls, everything.
I just realized something.
What's that?
We've gone a whole stream without having to pull the spray bottle out on Siggy.
Yes, he was
That's
good
because
today.
the real demonic threat's already here. The archpriest of the Church of the Squid is down there.
Well, since Siggy has been good today.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Golf clap.
Golf clap. Thank you guys for a great stream. Everybody that came by to hang out and shoot the shit. I love each and every one of you. Be good, be kind to each other, and know this: you are all loved, and you are not alone.
Good to see you, Antique Venture, in the chat.
Oh,
Be sure to rewind the show because we are ending.
Oh, you little what?
Sick Balderson.
You
Siggy.
had to break
Siggy,
it.
Siggy.
Oh, you butt. Come man.
At the spray bottle.
Bad Sig Balderson. Bad Siggy. Bad Siggy.
You know what? You know what? I will take that spray bottle myself because I feel partially responsible because I had to open my big mouth.
All right, hold on. Bad Wavo. Bad.
Careful, careful. Some of that mist is getting in the radio speakers, and these tubes are hard to replace.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is an antique radio.
Yeah, tubes are practically extinct finding them now.
The turb is vintage.
Hey, antique.
You're vintage.
And you're
Technically, you're all vintage. I'm technically the only person here that isn't vintage.
Yes, make sure.
I'm pretty sure the term.
Yes, please.
I'm pretty sure the term vintage means something older than 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so you're technically all vintage except for me.
And
Oh, good
plastic.
heavens me.
Actually, if you're talking about cars, vintage, I think for cars is 50 years. Classic.
I was talking more about like
25.
furniture and that.
Oh, you all right?
Oh, you comparing us to furniture.
All right, y'all be good.
Yeah, because practically all you do is collect dust.
Oh, look who's talking. You realize you're Alistair's footstool.
I like the cut of your chip.
Does Alistair have this Greninja Pokemon card? Does he?
No,
Does he have this water type Greninja?
I have a foil Charizard from the first edition that could totally rock that shit.
I have a first edition Pikachu, bitch.
Oh, fat Pikachu
I have
from
like
98.
a whole.
Very nice.
Yes. I have like quite a few original Pokemon cards. I need to find them again.
Pika.
I also have the 3 Lord of the Ring books. I still need to read them.
I have the Cimmerillion, and I've read it too.
I have the entire Lord of the Rings on audio cassette. All 3 books.
Understandable.
The
only reason I haven't read the books. The only reason I haven't read the books yet is because I'm scared of the book girls coming after me. I'm scared they're gonna torture me for not being able to read that good.
First world problems, boo.
You don't know what those book girlies are like. You've not been to a Gen Z library.
Not for
You
nothing.
It's some scary shit.
Absolutely dreadful.
Oh, yeah.
Not for nothing, Zach, but you sound like you could use the touch of a good woman in your life.
You want to know what love is?
This is close enough. It's pink, so it's good enough.
Cotton candy.
As you can see, caffeine for Monster Energy. Presenting Monster Energy Pipeline Punch, £1.75 at your local packy shop.
Yeah. Well, y'all be good, and know that I love each and every one of you. And see you guys next time, and be the positive change. And let's make.
And remember, Monster Energy, unleash the beast.
Yes, very true. Love you all. Bye now.